I'm going to show you my process of making a game from scratch. There will be no complex or technical information, just my thought process to making games. It all starts with an idea. Most of my ideas come from watching movies, playing with games, or even just real life experiences. Once you have your idea, it's very important to not let the scope spiral out of control. I don't know about you, but I don't have a small army of developers and artists to help me create my game. Not yet anyway. Planning is going to help you with this. Break up your idea into manageable chunks. Game dev is basically creating solutions to lots of little problems that all work together in the end. Everything can be split up with its own little group of problems to solve. Let's use my project that I'm working on at the moment as an example to show you my process. I'm making a pixel art game where the player crafts cheating devices to steal as much money as possible from the casino. I'm about halfway done and should finish up in about a month. I'll link to the first devlog of that project at the end of the video. My current task is creating a roulette minigame. This is an example of one small problem that needs to be solved in order for my game to get closer to the finish line. So, what's the plan, Batman? To create the roulette minigame, I need to focus on the main areas of what makes the roulette game. The obvious first area is the graphics. I need to create a table, spinning wheel, the betting options, the betting chips, and the ball. I can take the same approach for the main game loop. How the player will interact with the roulette table, as well as all the animations and feedback that I need to show the player. Once you have your plan, it's time to execute. Whether you are using Unreal Engine, Unity, Godot, GameMaker, any of the engines, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that you are comfortable and have some experience within that game engine. If you don't, I would recommend going to do some basic tutorials and get started with your game engine of choice. Just remember, there is no better game engine. It just depends on which you find easier to use. So, let's create our roulette table. By breaking up our problem earlier into a simple flow of requirements, we can get an idea of what tasks need to be completed and in which order. First of all, the player will need to choose a betting amount. Let's start with making the graphics for some betting chips so the player has something to select. Next in our flow list, the player needs to be able to place a bet on the table. To do this, we could place some invisible buttons on the various betting blocks of the table. When the player selects a button, we could check the current betting amount and create a colored chip in the same location of that button. Once the player has placed a bet, we need to get that wheel spinning. But first, remember, it's very important to take breaks while working on your projects. Check out this beast I ran into while taking a break.
What the fuck? Yeah, see you later, mate. Stay away from my room.
So, let's rotate our wheel when the table enters the spinning state. Once we've spun, we need to choose a winning number. I will generate a random number which we will then use to check our player bet. If the player has bets for that number, we need to pay them some money. If not, better luck next time. After this flow is complete, we simply restart the game from the beginning and do it all over again. So now we have the basics of our roulette table done. And that's it. One of the small tasks I need to complete my game. Using this approach, you can do anything. Create a story-like flow of what needs to be done and then create tasks to help you achieve that flow. Little bite-sized pieces. Game dev is no walk in the park. It requires a lot of discipline. But if you stay focused and have patience, even if you only do 15 minutes a day, you'll get there in the end. Start small and don't bite off more than you can chew. Even if you don't finish the game, you'll be learning a lot along the way. And that's also great experience for you to take into your next project. It's all about the small victories, so give yourself some rewards along the way to help keep you motivated. Good luck in creating your own games and projects, and feel free to join my Discord and share what projects you're working on at the moment. Hopefully I'll get my game project finished up within the next month, and I'll be able to show you guys how it all goes. Check out this video showing how it all started. Cheerio!